We got action. What up? Off top. Is Lil Kim a hip hop icon? Let me repeat that. Is Little Kim a hip hop icon? Let's get into it. Whether you agree or disagree, that's what the comments is for. So go on and feel free to put in your comments and why. We just gonna break it down a little bit. Let's talk about it. We got a little bit of action. I thank you for tuning in. Some hip hop news. Lil Kim definitely at legend status. Icon. Well, let's define icon. It's two different ways we can look at this. First of all, we got to just separate. Icon, that's a powerful word. We got icon, we got legend, and even though y'all use this word so freely, shit, we got goats. We got so many ways we can categorize this. Because in this recent Double XL interview, Lil Kim was asked about it, and she says she don't mind being called an icon. It's an honor. So when you think icon, I think definitely deep in age, some that'll never be touched, some that's real far apart. Now, it could be more than one icon, though. I mean, let's put that out there, too. It could be more than one icon. It can be more than one legend. Because I know when it comes to Lil Kim, the first thing we thinking about is flat out the queen bitch for women. That's what we thinking about. That's legend status. So I don't want to get into no deep debate of trying to separate or just make a play on words like icon is a down play or a higher up play to the status that she has or how good she is and what she could be remembered for. So let me just try to jump out of that. I'm kind of in that rabbit hole, but I'm trying to dig up out of it because I don't want that to be the focus of this video. But to come full circle, when we talk icons, legends, people that'll never be forgotten, people that made staples, Lil Kim is one of them. I believe she definitely set a tone for a lot of these female rappers. And just in hip hop in general, it was like a resurge of just pushing the agenda of raunchy lyrics. And this like beyond female, if you really think about it, this kind of like right off the back of the whole parental advisory with Luke and Two Live Crew, if you think about it. I mean, from even the posters and videos and all of that. That brought back the thongs and stuff around. That brought back around the raunchiness and videos and talking about getting licked in certain areas and all that stuff like Luke and them was doing. That was Lil Kim again. That was that mid 90s. She was the one that was bringing a lot of that back full circle. I mean, if you really want to dig into it and think about it, she birthed a lot of these bitches. I mean, let's just be real. I mean, don't get me wrong, there was some before her. I bring somebody's name up that I'm about to bring her name up too. And if it's some real students out there that's listening to this, they know who I'm talking about when I mention her name. It was this young lady, and I used to listen to her too, because I'm a big Rap-A-Lot head. It was a young lady by the name of Choice. Man, her shit was so raw. I mean, I used to listen to her shit. I used to get I used to get a little stiff listening to her shit. I remember she had songs like Pipe Dreams and all that shit. Just some free. Go look her up. She was down with Rap-A-Lot. Her name was Choice. A lot of y'all might remember her from that song she had going off on the Ghetto Boys and all that. That Payback. But nah, shit, I had that tape. She had some songs on there talking freaky as shit. But anyway, back to Lil Kim for sure. She, but keep in mind though what I just said though. Choice, she did come before Lil Kim with that raunchy and raw, you know, talking real graphic and raps. And I could just imagine what she probably went through. I ain't gonna say went through, but after Lil Kim just come back full, I ain't gonna say full circle, but come in the '90s and hit that big with the same things that Choice was doing, that gotta just play on your mental. Like, damn, I was doing all this, and then this young lady come out, Lil Kim, she just exploded. You gotta remember she was right there up under Big. She was right next to him. He set her up. He gave her the alley oop. She was able to go back and forth and rhyme with Big, and she just came with a whole just raunchiness that was just speaking for the women, saying the things that women couldn't say or was probably scared to say. And if you also think about it, matter of fact, fuck it, yeah, she icon status. Cause the more I'm thinking about this shit, Lil Kim, that shit rolled over past the music and the rap. If you think about it, look at this whole, like right now, look at this whole sexual, how can I phrase it? Like this whole sexual liberation of women right now out in the open, and you know, being with multiple men and dating and not caring about being judged to date multiple men and to be free. And this whole sexual movement by women being out in the open like this, Kim played a part in that. I mean, it's all coming to me right now as I'm making this video. Lil Kim played a part in all that, especially for our culture, you know, in the hood. Because it used to be frowned upon and looked down on. I mean, whether you want to say for the good or the bad, that's a whole other topic. That's a whole other video. But she definitely put an imprint on making women feel like, okay, yeah, I like men. I like having, you know, different sexual partners, and I'm a freak, and I like men with money. I want money. I like fashion. I like these clothes. I like hanging out. I can do what the guys do. That whole thing. That whole I can do what the guys do. Don't judge me. Lil Kim is a part of that. So when you think about, when you put stuff like that in the equation, that is icon status. And then you got all of these different female groups and rappers that came after her that's still trying to top her. They always gonna be compared to her. With your Nickies, all of them. And don't get me wrong, it's always gonna be somebody that's probably gonna outsell her and all that, or even be bigger at a certain time. At a certain time, I mean, that's current events. If it's 2003 now, and it's another female rapper out, she's gonna be hotter. Let me put emphasis on that. She's probably gonna be hotter than Lil Kim. But when it comes to that imprint and that icon status, that is Lil Kim. So we gotta give it to her. So tell me what you think about it. How do you feel? Is Lil Kim an icon? There's so many ways you can phrase it up. But now that I'm really just letting it sink in, she's responsible for a lot of what's going on. She birthed them. And what's crazy too, I actually saw her over the weekend too, because she was here in Detroit for a concert. And I went there. I saw her, this is my second time seeing her. No, this is my first time seeing her. Because I want to say, was she on a No Way Out tour? Back in 97, 98? Damn, I'm trying to think. I remember the Firm was there and Foxy was there. I'm trying to think, was Lil Kim there? Now this that No Way Out tour back in 97, 98. I want to say this really was my first time seeing Lil Kim. But she did a good job though, I ain't gonna lie. Cause I was just sitting there watching, and I was thinking to myself, and the more she kept doing them different songs, I'm like, damn, she got a catalog, low key, like she was on some hits. It was a couple songs that caught me off guard that she did, and I was like, okay, damn, this what's up. Especially when she went into that Quiet Storm, she killed that. She killed that back in the day. That Quiet Storm remix, I forgot about that one. It's not that I forgot about it, but that was always a bang. But I'm like, damn, she did light that motherfucker up. Cause Prodigy, he did it by herself. But when they came with that remix, she hit that magic stick. She hit a couple of that lighters up, all that shit. She hit a she got a nice catalog to perform, and she had a nice stage show. So shout out to Lil Kim. It just so happened making this video. I just happened to still see her over the weekend too, because she was at a show with E40 and who else was there? E40, Luke, and Scarface is supposed to be there too. I don't know if that was something going on really with the promoters or not, but they say Face ain't doing too well. I don't want to put it out there, but he definitely was supposed to be at a show here in Detroit, and he didn't make it. So I don't, it'd be a lot going on. So I don't, they might say it was health, and then it might have been, something on the end. I don't know, but he definitely was supposed to be on the show. So definitely hope Scarface get better if something is going on with him. I don't know, so I don't want to put too much out there, but he definitely was supposed to be on the ticket of the show this weekend, and Scarface did not perform. He didn't come. So, but yeah, tell me what you think in the comments about Lil Kim. Is she an icon? If you agree or disagree, or how you feel about it. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Some hip-hop news you can use. Just kicking it. Trending topics and trending hip-hop stories. Rap talk.